Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And today we will be reacting to a video by the Fat Electrician on his Fat Files channel that actually just came out. How long ago? 3 hours ago. So we're pretty on top of it. Um, the most important website ever, Craigslist. Again, we're diving into lore, and this time we're diving into real life lore. So let's take a look at it.
Yes, you read the title. No, I'm not kidding. I'm going to prove it to you. Today we're talking about the most important website ever created and one of the most ethically ran businesses on the face of the earth, Craigslist.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Usually this is part of the video where I have like a cool hook or a cool statistic that pulls you into the story and makes you want to know more, so you sit through my ad and then continue watching the video.
Well,
I don't
you?
have that. It's just gonna be unhinged the entire time. So let's get the ad out of the way.
Delete me. What's that?
Sorry, guys. Love
This
you,
is the
fellow
world's largest
Iowan.
commercially
I have some
down
of you.
below, let's
I have that hat coming in actually, which is fucking hilarious. And then I got his blacked out rubber duck one coming out or coming. And then I already have his war crime. It's never war crime the first time T-shirt. Uh, maybe the on healthcare. I don't think I do. And then Yeetus Deletus. I have some of his, quite a few of his merch, just because he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm sorry. We're getting off topic. I'm kind of fanboying. Let's continue.
get back to the video. Okay, full disclosure, was not planning on making this video. I needed to buy a couch and I went on Craigslist to do it. Buh! I thought you were a big YouTuber and big YouTubers make a bunch of money. Why can't you just buy a new couch? Buh! Because I wanted to blow this one up with Tannerite, and buying a new couch didn't seem financially responsible, okay? Quit interrupting my story. Anyways, I need a couch. I go to Craigslist. Seems like a normal
He does
thing to
have a
do.
point
I'm
there.
Scrolling through Craigslist, and then it dawns on me, this website has not changed in my entire life. I've been perusing Craigslist since I was in middle school.
Oh God. He put his home city there. I live like an hour away from him, which is hilarious.
Nothing about this website has changed whatsoever. And then the voice in the back of my head is like, how the fuck does Craigslist make money? I mean, think about it. I've never seen a single like targeted ad, like, you know, you get ads on my YouTube videos, you get ads on Facebook, Instagram.
I'm assuming they steal your data. So his sponsor Delete Me would be good. Or they just make a percentage of whatever products are being sold.
They don't have that. There's never been the pop-up being like, hey, give me your email and your personal information and save 10% off your next purchase. They're not selling my personal information. They've never made me pay to use the site. They've never asked me for anything. How are they making money? And at first I start thinking maybe it's like a public service type thing, you know, like Wikipedia, like maybe some people donate just to keep the website up and running, at which point I'm like, maybe I should donate to Craigslist. I've been using it enough. I probably do owe them a little bit of money to keep the site running, you know, pay it forward, if you will. So then I Google it. How much money does Craigslist make? They make anywhere between $300 million and $1 billion a year, and they only have 50 employees and an 80% profit margin. Okay, that's like $16 million generated per employee of profit. At this point, I'm like, oh, they're fucking up to something sinister.
That's
I'm gonna figure out what it is.
insane,
So I
dude.
started looking
That's
into
crazy.
it, and boy, was I wrong, because it became very apparent to me very quickly that if Craig Newmark, like,
Okay, real quick, if Craigslist makes that amount of profit, they better be paying their employees a lot. At least 500K at the very minimum. Should their 50 employees get paid hourly?
at this point, I'm like, oh, they're fucking up to something sinister. I'm gonna figure out what it is. So I started looking into it, and boy, was I wrong, because it became very apparent to me very quickly that if Craig Newmark, like Craigslist, Craig, and the CEO, Jim Buckmaster, wanted to be evil tech overlord trillionaires, they absolutely could have been. Okay, and this is why it's the most important website in the history of the world, all right? If you're a normal person doing normal people things on the internet, almost every website and every service you use online is a single idea that was ripped off from Craigslist and then over monetized and used to exploit you to make billions of dollars. And if Craigslist wanted to do it first, they absolutely could have. And the only reason they didn't is because they looked
he does
around
have
and
a
they were
point
like,
there. He does.
I mean, we're making hundreds of millions of dollars and we're not screwing over literally anybody. What if we just keep doing that? And that's what they did. Okay, I'm getting ahead of my.
So basically, they're the what is it, Office Depot or Office Max or whatever that pays their employees very, very good, like they're giving back to the employees and such. Is that what's going on?
We're just going to take it from the top. 1995, Craig Newmark, the guy that founded Craigslist, is living in San Francisco. He's a super nerdy dude, like pocket protector, glasses with the tape. Nerdy, he's computer savvy, not that great at making friends. So he made an email list for his like local San Francisco area where he would just blast out an email for all kinds of different social events like art viewings or tech meetups or whatever. Any social event that you wanted to promote, you could send it to Craig and he would blast it out to all of his followers on this email list that would affectionately become known as Craigslist.
He said it! He said it!
And he pretty much just did this to help him and other people go out and meet and make friends. And he's just like doing this on his own free time. He's still working a full-time job managing this massive email list, and by 1996 it becomes too much, so he makes Craigslist as we know it today, the website where he basically allows people to just upload all the details of their current event, and everybody knows they can go to Craigslist.com and they can look up all the different social events themselves. So he's one
Okay,
of the
that makes
first, if not
sense,
the
though.
first website to allow users to create posts to promote their social events to get people to interact with
The
each
first
other, which
social
arguably
medias.
makes it the first
I'm
social
kidding.
media ever.
Oh,
I'm sorry?
Yes.
And it's
Okay.
the purest form of social media. Here's the plan. You come to my platform, you meet people, you leave my platform, you go meet the people in real life. Okay, then Facebook, Meta, X, Instagram, all these other social medias took that concept of like, oh, people are interacting, people are talking online, but then if they leave the platform, I can't make hundreds of billions of dollars and become an evil tech overlord. How can
Yeah.
we make more money off of this? Oh, I know. We'll convince them to never ever leave the platform. We're gonna get them to come on our platform and just spend hours a day staring at a screen, looking at what other people are fucking
Yeah.
doing, and have no desire to actually go out and do shit themselves. That way we can sell hyper-targeted ads and make hundreds of billions of dollars.
Straight down.
so something I think is crazy is I'll be just normally just chatting about something, bring something up, and then all of a sudden I'll go on like Facebook or some shit, and then wouldn't even look it up on like Amazon or nothing. Just talk about it, and then all of a sudden I got fucking ads and shit about said product, which I think is crazy.
In the middle. No hook, no spin, no fuss. Anything more, and this becomes figure skating.
Okay, I wasn't exaggerating when I said it earlier. Every website that you use on the internet is an idea that was ripped off from Craigslist and then used to exploit you to make a ton of money. So 1996, Craigslist
Exploiting
is
me.
up. It's pretty much being used to promote social events, and then people start uploading other things on there like job openings or resumes, and they're like helping people find employment, and
Dude. So it was basically like the first fucking. Also, it was like fucking the first eBay. It was basically eBay and Indeed and a whole bunch of other things just all combined. Okay. I've never really used Craigslist, so I'm just now figuring out about it.
like job openings or resumes, and they're like helping people find employment, and Craig is like, oh, well, that seems like a good thing, but also he's getting so much traffic that he can't afford to keep this website running much longer because he has to operate all these servers because he's getting all these hits on his website. So he has to
Okay,
figure out a
yeah.
way to make at least a little bit of money. So what he does is whenever you want to post a job opening, he's going to charge you anywhere from $5 to $75 to post your job listing on his
Okay,
website.
yeah, that's what
If
I
you're a
thought.
multi-million
Yeah,
dollar company
that's what I
looking for,
assumed.
a hedge fund investor or a doctor, he's going to charge you $75. If you're a small home-owned business, if you're like the local hardware store, he's going to charge you $5 to help you find a new cashier.
Which I think is actually pretty dope. He charges the smaller businesses less and the big companies more. And I wonder if there's stuff in the TOS to prevent the bigger companies from advertising and trying to make it seem like they're a smaller business to have it cheaper.
It's like the most straightforward, honest way to go about business on the internet.
Exactly.
imaginable. And then you get companies like Indeed and Glassdoor that took that idea and made it way fucking worse. Craig's plan, give me $5, I'll post your job listing. If people are interested, they'll get a hold of you. You can interview them. If you hire them, great. Companies like Indeed and Glassdoor, okay, we're gonna take Craigslist's idea. We're gonna charge way more than $5 to post a job listing. It's actually gonna be bidding, so whichever job just is willing to pay the most, they're gonna be listed at the top. Or we'll have it so the employer
That's
has to pay
crazy.
per click. But we're also just going to amass and collect millions and millions of resumes and credentials from potential employees, and then we're going to use that data and sell it to massive employers. That way, if we get data that shows, like, I don't know, people with master's degrees are willing to work for a job that only pays $19 an hour, we're going to be able to turn around and sell that information to these massive employers. That way, they know how little they can pay people, and we're actually going to be able to make a ton of money by selling this information to that employer, and then that massive employer is going to be able to underpay a ton of people, driving down wages across the entire country.
So basically, Indeed and all that shit, they're screwing you over. Crazy. I was using Indeed to find jobs, and I think half the fucking jobs that are put up on Indeed are just for show to have like employees, because I'm sorry, I'm always looking for a better paying job that I think I'd like or enjoy, which I'm not sure if that's you guys too. Um, but half the jobs I think are just put up there just for show, so the employees can do what I'm doing and check shit out and be like, "Oh shit, my job is put up there, so my job may be on the line, so I gotta put in even harder work." You know what I mean? Half the time, I think that's why it's just ghost jobs.
And the best part is like half the job listings don't even actually exist, or they're ghost listings that have already been filled internally, but we're not going to tell anybody that, so they still give us all our personal information, so we can turn around and exploit people that are looking for work by selling their personal data.
Boom!
Yeah, I'm telling you, whatever you do on the internet, Craigslist did it
Fucking
first.
hate it.
Wait a minute, why did you create that guy?
I didn't.
Anyways, the website just keeps growing. Eventually, he's got to start hiring people to help him.
didn't.
He ends up having 9 employees working out of his apartment to run this website. And it just keeps
Okay.
growing. People start posting more shit. Pretty soon, people are posting rental houses that are available or houses that they're trying to sell. Again, same super straightforward business model. Give me $5, we'll throw your house up on the internet, we'll help you sell it. Okay, literally like the first website on the internet that allowed a home seller to connect to a home buyer by looking at pictures on the internet of the house, and then they talk and meet in the
Craigslist,
middle.
that's
They go look at the house,
crazy.
they buy the fucking house, and then they don't have to give the real estate agent 6% of the value of their property. Wow, what a great idea. And then Zillow and Redfin and Realtor.com come along and they're like, hey, let's do the same exact thing. We'll make the website a little bit prettier and people can go on the internet and look, and then we're not going to connect them with the buyer. No. We're going to harvest their information and then turn around and sell that information to the real estate agent, and we're going to sell it to the real estate agent for anywhere between like $500 and $1,000 per lead, and then that's going to get baked into the real estate agent cost.
Holy
which is already
shit.
6%, but now it's going to be even more because they have to pay this extra fee, and we're going to raise the prices of houses all across the entire fucking country.
Okay. So, in other words, for anything, start using Craigslist, guys. I think that's what we're gonna start doing. I'm gonna start using Craigslist for a lot of those stuffs now, or looking into Craigslist more.
This is the worst.
Which is something that Craigslist totally could have done if they wanted to, but they were fine just making $5. Okay, do you understand? Craig literally gave you a way to circumvent having to pay real estate agents 6% of the value of your entire fucking house.
That's
and nobody likes
insane.
using it because the user interface isn't pretty enough. It's insane.
Exactly.
Which, to be fair, I kind of understand. I mean, look at Craigslist. If it were any other website on the planet besides Craigslist, you'd take one look at this and be like, that's a fucking scam. I mean, if we're being honest,
True.
Craigslist looks like it was made by a guy they
Let's be
hired
honest.
off of Craigslist. You want to know why? Because that's exactly what happened. 1999, Jim's looking for a new employee, starts pulling up resumes on Craigslist, finds Jim Buckmaster, hires him. Dude's an absolute killer, comes in, starts expanding Craigslist into other big cities all across the United States,
Okay,
starts
yeah.
adding all kinds of categories. He adds all the forums where you can have discussion, expanding their part of their social media. He starts adding all the different for sale sections where you can sell your used cars and everything else. He starts expanding absolutely absolutely everything. He even gives it its search engine. Yes, Craigslist had a search engine before Google even fucking existed. He basically came in and created the Craigslist that we have today, quickly became the CEO, and he gave us the glorious for sale section on Craigslist where people can go and sell all their shit or give away their shit for free. And guess what they're going to charge for it? Absolutely nothing. It's free. They were making enough money off of the real estate listings and the housing listings. I think they charge a certain fee if you're an actual car dealer selling your car.
I'm sure they do.
Person trying to sell your car, it's free. Everything else is free.
So, and I also wonder if it's up to a certain price, if that will have a part in it too.
You want to sell anything else on the internet like that, you're going to be paying a subscription fee and they're going to charge you a percentage. You want to sell your stuff on Shopify, congratulations. You're paying me X amount of dollars a month no matter what. And I'm taking like a 2 to 3% flat rate of everything you sell. Same thing with Etsy, same thing with eBay, same thing with Amazon. You're giving them a percentage cut of everything you sell. Craigslist,
that's what I assumed Craigslist was like.
Buh! Facebook Marketplace is free too, and it does the same thing. Buh! Is it free, or does it come at the cost of having to give Mark Zuckerberg all your personal information so he can turn around and sell it? And now he knows that you drive a 1997 clapped out Toyota Camry, and he's gonna hyper target you with ads 24/7. Not to mention, you can go to Craigslist again anonymously.
Fucking, I get targeted ads of stuff I just talk about. I don't even look up nothing. It's like this thing, which I wouldn't be surprised if this phone was kind of like that. It's a Google Pixel 10 or whatever the new one was. And I wouldn't be surprised that this one was like that.
Can turn around and sell it, and now he knows that you drive a 1997 clapped out Toyota Camry, and he's gonna hyper target you with ads 24/7. Not to mention, you can go to Craigslist anonymously. There's no tracking, you don't have an account, there's no profile. You can just literally get the dude's email or phone number and call him and be like, hey, are you selling that Toyota Camry? I'd like to come see it. Great, you go there, you
okay, so that's
cash,
all it is.
you
Okay,
the Camry,
that's
you
cool.
fuck off, and you have a great day.
Yes, sir.
I don't need to know that guy's name. He doesn't need to know my name. I give him money. I buy the car. I leave. That's the end of the story. Or I could do it on Facebook Marketplace, and then he gets curious, and he decides to click on my profile. And now he knows what I look like. He knows what my wife and kids look like. He knows my last name. He knows where I work. He knows all kinds of personal information about me. And just, no thank you. It's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Craig did it first. He did it for free, and he did it better. Speaking of clapped out Toyotas, Jim Bucknell, when he was adding all these extra features and forums and discussion things on Craigslist, decided that he had a good idea. He was going to take the best, funniest posts in Craigslist history from all across the world, and he was going to archive them in the best of Craigslist section. And the funniest fucking ad of all time is in there.
I would like
for
to
a
see
Toyota
this.
Corolla. The listing name is 1999 Toyota Corolla.
Fine as fuck.
You want a car that gets the job done? You want a car that's hassle-free? You want a car that literally no one will ever compliment you on? Well, look no further. The 1999 Toyota Corolla.
Look no further.
Features: Bluetooth.
Nope.
Sunroof.
Nope.
Fancy wheels.
Nope.
Rear view camera. But it's got a transparent rear window, and you've got a fucking neck that can turn. Let me tell you a story. One day my Corolla started making a strange noise. I didn't give a shit and ignored it. It went away. The end. You can take the engine out of this car, drop it off the Golden Gate Bridge, fish it out of the water 1,000 years later, put it in the trunk of the car, fill the gas tank up with Nutella, turn the key, and this puppy would fucking start right up. This car will outlive you. It will outlive your children. Things this car is old enough to do. Vote. Yes. Consent to sex. Yes. Rent a car. It is a car. This car's got history. It's seen some shit. People have done straight things in this car. People have done gay things in this car. It's not going to judge you like some fucking Volkswagen.
Okay. This person's a salesman right here. I don't care what you're talking about. Oh. 1999. I wonder how long this was. Okay, so old enough. So at least 2017 this was posted. That's hilarious. Let's keep going.
Interesting facts about this car. The car's exterior color is gray, but the interior is also gray. The owner's manual, oil is listed as optional. When this car was unveiled at the 1998 Detroit Auto Show, it caused all 2,000 attendees to spontaneously yawn. The resulting abrupt change of air pressure inside the building caused a partial collapse of the roof. 4 people died. The event was chronicled in the documentary Bored to Death, the story of the 1999 Toyota Corolla. You want to know more about this car? Great. I had my car fill out a Facebook survey. Favorite food, spaghetti. Favorite TV show, Alf. Favorite band,
God.
a tie between
Alf? Alf. That is a good show. Alf is actually a good show, but out of anything, Alf?
Facebook survey, favorite 99 Toyota Corolla. You want to know more about this car? Great. I had my car fill out a Facebook survey. Favorite food, spaghetti. Favorite TV show, Alf. Favorite band, a tie between Bush and the Gin Blossoms. This car is as
Don't know
practical
who
as a
those
Roth
two are.
IRA. It's as middle of the road as your grandpa during his last silver alert. It's as utilitarian as a member of a church whose scripture is based entirely on water bills. I ran the Carfax on this car. I got a single sheet of paper back that said it's a Corolla. It's fine. Let's face facts. This car isn't going to win any beauty contests, but neither are you. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to your wife. This isn't the car you want. It's the car you deserve. The fucking 1999 Toyota Corolla.
Dude, I'm fucking dead. That person's a salesman. So let's just say something. If I'm looking at like Marketplace or Craigslist or an eBay or something, if I see this for listing with all these descriptors for a car, oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'll try to buy it. I might try to be a cheapskate and get a lot less the cost, but I'm at least gonna attempt to with this fucking this dedication.
I need to do a whole video of just the funniest Craigslist ads.
I would love to see
Okay,
it.
I'm sorry, I'm getting horribly sidetracked. Anyways, early 2000s, Craigslist is absolutely crushing it. People want them to IPO. They want them in the stock market. People want to invest, but Craig is like,
No.
nah, I'm good. It's fine. I'm just going to keep owning it. This is working. I'm making a ton of money. I don't need to open it up to like investors because then I'm going to be, you know, bound to make the investors more money. And then they're going to want me to turn around and start charging everybody to post things on Craigslist. And it ruins the entire spirit of why I started this business.
Okay, so basically the guy that started Craigslist was like, I don't need more money than what I got. I'm already a millionaire. We're chilling. I don't need to profit off of anybody else. So this is a situation of the right guy got rich or the right guy made the business or whatnot.
Everybody to post things on Craigslist, and it ruins the entire spirit of why I started this business. No, I make enough money. I don't need to be an evil tech billionaire. Just no. He literally gets told by investment bankers and venture capital people that if he would just IPO and allow outside investors to come in, he could make $11 billion. And he's like, don't care. In his own words, and I quote, "It didn't bother me because my moral compass was set in Sunday school." Damn. At which point, all of the venture capitalists and all of these people came out of the woodwork and they're like, wow, Craig is a great guy. We're going to leave him alone forever. No, I'm just kidding. eBay tries to buy him out. He says no. And then eBay brute forces their way in. One of the first employees for Craigslist got paid in equity and he owned like 25% of the company. And he was disgruntled because he obviously wanted to sell out and make billions of dollars. And Craig wasn't going to let him. So he turned around and sold his 25% share in Craigslist to eBay for $32 million. To be fair, there is several different accounts. That's one account. The other account is that both Jim and Craig and this disgruntled employee all banded together and sold eBay 28.4% of the company for $32 million. And that the reason that Craig allowed it was basically to offload this disgruntled guy that was already upset. And he saw there may be some strategic value with eBay. And allegedly eBay had made a bunch of promises that they weren't going to try to change Craigslist. Regardless of which one of those two scenarios it was, eBay
I mean, if Craig's the majority owner, they can't do shit, right? I mean, so just stay the majority owner.
Then they're now a board member sitting on the board because they have this huge share of Craigslist, and they immediately start trying to change Craigslist so they can make a ton of more money. And Craig, not having that shit.
No, neither.
Not.
You gonna get away with it? Not up in here. Not up in here!
So, because eBay couldn't make Craig utilize Craigslist to make more money and exploit people, they turned around, and because they were sitting on the board, they had access to all this private personal data, because Craigslist to this day is
Oh,
still
so
a
they
private
used it
company. We
against
don't
each other.
actually know how much
Or
money
they used it
make.
against
These are all,
him.
like projections and hearsay, so they're super private about all their information and their internal workings. So they gather up all this
Obviously, yeah.
information and then turn around and start a website called Kijiji, which is a knockoff of Craigslist that now dominates Canada. Obviously,
Oh, so they
Craig's
just
pretty pissed
fucked
off
them
about
over.
this, and he needs to get
Okay,
them off
yeah.
the board so they don't have access to this
Sounds like that.
information. So he ends up diluting their shares below 25%. That way they no longer have their board seat and they can't have this information anymore. Problem solved. eBay turns around and sues him because of it. He turns around and sues eBay for giving away his personal information.
I
and
mean,
creating
obviously.
competitors, and it turns into this enormous legal battle that
I
ultimately
hope
resolves
Craigslist
with
won.
Craig buying back all the equity from eBay. And that's it. The rest is history.
Let's go.
Craigslist to this day is still the exact same thing that it was back in the early 2000s. It's identical. Craigslist still looks like it was designed by a guy they hired off of Craigslist because it was. There's no algorithms that select the best post and rank them higher. There's no way to pay money to get your post ranked higher. It's just, we're gonna post it chronologically, and however you posted it, that's the order it's going up on the website. We haven't
Yeah.
hired psychologists and business majors to figure out and construct a way to keep you on the platform as long as possible, to try to force you to digest as many ads as possible for us to make more money. No, you go to Craigslist, you get the information you want, you leave Craigslist, you go meet a stranger, you buy a couch for $40, and you blow it the fuck up with Tannerite, because this is America. Craigslist is literally the predecessor for social media, finding houses online, buying used cars online, online forums, literally everything you use the internet for. Craigslist came up with and pioneered that shit and offers almost all of it to you to this day
For the free.
Sounds good to me.
Rob Schneider.
Craig could have literally been an evil tech trillionaire. He could have been the guy running Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin. He could have ran Indeed, Glassdoor, Facebook, Instagram, X.
True.
All that money all these companies have made.
Imagine how much more money he could have made by doing what they did, especially with it being all in one. Oh yeah, he'd make a fuck ton of money.
That could have been him, but he would have had to fuck you over to do it, and he wasn't willing to do it. And he
Exactly.
just decided, you know what? Hundreds of millions of dollars is enough. I'm gonna be a good person. And that is why Craigslist is the best and arguably the most important website of all time. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, maybe drink some Echelon. All that's available over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack
Quack
bang,
bang out.
out. Right? It takes to blow up a couch. I don't know how much Tannerite it takes to blow up a couch,
Okay.
but I know how much I'm gonna use.
Dude, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. Please, guys, the original video was linked in the description below. This was also streamed on Kick at kick.com/hologrambam. Hope to see you there in the next live stream. Peace.